Everyone's heard it. If you want a car that lasts, buy a Toyota. This idea has been repeated so many times it seems true. But what if I told you it's just a lie? There are SUVs with engines as durable or even more durable than Toyotas. And they're forgotten because the media almost never talks about them. That's exactly what I'm going to show you now. 7 SUVs that make any Toyota seem like an ordinary car. I'm tired of everyone spreading lies, and I'm going to show you which cars are truly durable. Some are icons that have lasted across generations, others are surprises almost nobody expects to see on this list. Just get ready because these SUVs will surprise you a lot. And the 7th SUV, that one will leave you speechless. So subscribe to the channel and let's get into the video. SUV 1. Lexus GX 470. When we talk about durability, few engines carry as solid a reputation as the V8 2UZ-FE, which powers the legendary Lexus GX 470. This luxury SUV, launched in the early 2000s, might seem like just another refined model to those unfamiliar with its history. But behind the sleek design and comfort that wins over any family, there's an almost indestructible heart. The 2UZ-FE is a 4.7-liter V8 engine directly derived from Toyota's toughest projects, also used in models known for their durability like the Land Cruiser and 4Runner. But in the GX 470, it gained an even more special role, combining luxury and durability into a single package. It's not rare to hear from owners who have surpassed 400, 500, and even 600,000 miles without needing to open the engine. This means that this SUV can accompany entire generations of the same family, passing from parent to child while still maintaining its strength. The secret to this engine's longevity lies in its simple construction, without unnecessary complications, and the robustness of its parts. The cast iron block, combined with an efficient cooling system and a design made to handle heat, extreme cold, and long journeys, makes the GX 470 stand out in any scenario. Whether on American highways, dirt roads, or even off-road trails, it was never just a luxury SUV, it's a true tank in disguise. And it's precisely this contrast that draws attention. While many put Toyota on a pedestal of reliability, the Lexus GX 470 shows that there is a level above. It proves that you can have the comfort of a high-end car without giving up the durability of a vehicle built to last decades. It's the kind of SUV you buy once and forget about replacing for a very, very long time. SUV 2. Chevrolet Suburban. If there's an SUV that might be called immortal on American roads, it's the Chevrolet Suburban. We're talking about the longest continuously produced utility vehicle in US history. It was born in 1935 and has never left production. But it's not just the tradition that makes the Suburban shine. It's its impressive ability to withstand time and the toughest conditions. Recent studies, like those from IC Cars, show the Suburban consistently among SUVs that surpass 200,000 miles. And it's not rare to find models reaching far beyond that. 300, 400,000 miles still running reliably with the original engine. This doesn't happen by chance. The secret lies in the combination of GM's reliable V8 engines, relatively simple maintenance, and a structure built to carry weight, handle long trips, and endure the daily use of large families or professional fleets. And here's the point. The Suburban isn't just an SUV, it's a cultural symbol. Anyone who grew up in the United States has probably seen a Suburban transporting kids to school, pulling trailers on vacation trips, or serving in police departments and even government agencies. It's a car that has literally been part of American life for nearly a century. This trust translates into longevity. When a vehicle is used both daily and for high-responsibility missions, it's because it can take the load. In terms of engine, GM's LS line V8 blocks and later gained fame precisely for their robustness. These engines withstand heavy and continuous use without losing efficiency. Of course, they aren't the most economical in fuel consumption, but durability is above average, which makes the Suburban a sure choice for those who prioritize toughness. While Toyota is remembered for balancing durability and efficiency, the Suburban follows a different path. It delivers brute strength, space, and an engine that doesn't give up easily. For those who need a vehicle that lasts decades and handles everything, the Suburban is almost unbeatable. SUV 3. Ford Expedition. If the Chevrolet Suburban is seen as an icon of longevity, the Ford Expedition is Ford's direct answer to show it also knows how to build an SUV that can take anything. Launched in the late 90s, it quickly gained ground as the option for those who needed a spacious, reliable vehicle ready to face highways and everyday challenges. And over the past decades, the Expedition proved one thing: its engines are among the most durable ever installed in full-size SUVs. Studies like IC Cars put the Expedition among vehicles most likely to surpass 200,000 miles without major mechanical issues. And the most interesting thing is that many of these models, when well maintained, can go much further. There are owner reports reaching 300,000 or 400,000 miles, still running the original V8 engine surprisingly well. This durability made it a favorite not only among large families but also companies that needed tough, long-lasting fleets. The Expedition featured powerful V8 engines like the 5.4 Triton, known for their robustness and capacity to handle heavy use. This type of engine was designed to support loads, towing, and long journeys without showing early signs of wear. In more recent versions, Ford invested in EcoBoost engines, but the Expedition's legacy of toughness is marked by the traditional blocks, which are still remembered today as true workhorses. And what makes the Expedition so special is the balance between size, power, and reliability. It was made to be the car that transports a whole family safely and comfortably, but also to tackle dirt roads, long trips, and even heavier work. People who bought an Expedition weren't just getting an SUV, they were investing in a companion for decades. While Toyota is often cited as the brand of reliability, the Ford Expedition shows that Americans also know how to play in this field, and more. It does so by delivering space and power at levels few SUVs can offer. SUV 4. Honda CR-V. Not every SUV needs to be gigantic to prove its toughness. The Honda CR-V is living proof that even a mid-size model designed for daily use can achieve impressive longevity. Since its launch in the 90s, it has won over American drivers as a practical, economical, and reliable SUV. But what many don't realize is that the CR-V hides a powerful secret. Its engines are among the most durable on the market, easily surpassing limits many believe belong only to Toyota. According to iSeeCar's analyses, the CR-V ranks among the SUVs most likely to exceed the 200,000-mile mark. And there are countless reports from owners who have passed 300,000 kilometers without needing major mechanical interventions. This is possible because the CR-V combines mechanical simplicity with build quality. Its four-cylinder engines were designed to deliver efficiency without sacrificing durability, and that made it one of the favorites among families and drivers who want peace of mind in the long term. Another point in favor of the CR-V is the relatively low maintenance cost. Having a tough car is not just about driving many kilometers, but also about doing so without draining your bank account on constant repairs. And in this regard, the CR-V stands out. Affordable parts, simple labor, and a huge network of mechanics familiar with the model. This means it is not only durable but also budget-friendly for the owner. The most curious thing is that, despite all this reputation for reliability, the CR-V is rarely compared side by side with larger SUVs when it comes to extreme durability. But the truth is it holds up well under daily use, long trips, and even heavier use without complaints. For those looking for a mid-size SUV, it is one of the safest names you can choose. And here is the detail. While many associate durability only with V8 giants, the CR-V proves that a smaller, well-designed, and efficient engine can be as or even more reliable than imagined. It breaks the idea that only the big ones survive over time. Now, if you have already been impressed by the capability of a mid-size SUV like the CR-V, get ready. Because the next on our list brings a different proposal, combining mechanical robustness with an adventurous spirit, winning over drivers who challenge the asphalt and seek durability even off-road. SUV 5. Subaru Outback. When it comes to extraordinary durability, you can't ignore the Subaru Outback. It may be classified by some as a crossover, but for millions of drivers in the United States, the Outback is the adventure SUV. And its reputation is not only due to its rugged looks or standard all-wheel drive, but rather the impressive longevity of its engines and overall mechanics. Research like that from iSeeCars shows the Outback among the most durable models, with averages above 335,000 kilometers. And many reports of units surpassing 400,000 without needing major overhauls. This happens because Subaru has always focused on long-term reliability, betting on boxer engines with a low center of gravity, which besides stability, deliver surprising resilience. The Outback is especially popular among drivers who love to travel, explore trails, and face severe weather conditions. Snow, mud, rain, poorly maintained roads, it handles everything. And when you put a car in these situations constantly, only a true engine can endure. This is where the Outback shines. It's not just a city SUV, it's a machine made to last even under pressure. Another important detail is the emotional bond that many owners create with this model. Stories of families keeping the same Outback for more than 15 or 20 years, accumulating memories and endless kilometers, are not uncommon. This creates a trust perception that no advertisement can build. It is the car itself proving its durability, day after day. And even with technological evolution over generations, the essence has remained the same. Mechanical simplicity, tough engines, and a construction philosophy that prioritizes durability over passing trends. While Toyota is often remembered for its universal reliability, the Outback shows there is another path, that of adventurous durability, aimed at those who don't limit themselves to the asphalt. SUV 6. Hyundai Santa Fe. If you had heard about reliability in the 90s, Hyundai would hardly be part of that conversation. Back then, the South Korean brand still carried the reputation of cheap and not very durable cars. But time passed, the company radically changed its way of working, and today the Hyundai Santa Fe is one of the clearest examples of this turnaround. More than that, it is an SUV that managed to carve out a place among the most durable in the United States, surprising even those who never trusted the brand. The Santa Fe appeared in the early 2000s and since then has evolved with each generation. But the biggest proof of its durability lies in the data. Studies like those from IC Cars place the model with an average lifespan exceeding 330,000 kilometers. This means that, in terms of durability, it stands side by side, and in some cases even ahead, of SUVs traditionally seen as unbeatable. Part of this success comes from the engines Hyundai began to develop, increasingly reliable and efficient. The gasoline versions stand out for their robustness, but the Santa Fe also showed extra stamina in the hybrid versions, which, besides being economical, did not compromise on durability. The brand's philosophy became clear: to deliver vehicles that not only stay with the owner for years, but also become a safe investment. And the truth is that the Santa Fe ended up winning exactly what Toyota has always sold as a differential: long-term peace of mind. Today, many owners report surpassing 200, 250, 300,000 miles with little more than basic maintenance. It's the kind of car that makes you realize durability is not exclusive to Japanese brands. Koreans have also learned to play in this field. This leap in quality made the Santa Fe a symbol of transformation. It shows that even a formerly discredited manufacturer can create an SUV that defies time and skepticism. And for the consumer, that means more options and more freedom of choice. SUV 7. Nissan Murano. We have reached the last SUV on our list, and perhaps the most unexpected, the Nissan Murano. If you asked any driver which is the most reliable SUV in the United States, this name would hardly come up immediately. But that is precisely where the surprise lies. The Murano built a silent reputation without much fanfare, but today it places itself among the most durable and reliable SUVs on the market. According to US News, the Murano received one of the highest reliability scores, 91 out of 100, surpassing even well-established Toyota models. This number is not just a detail in a table, it represents thousands of owners reporting the same experience, an SUV that runs and remains solid even after years of intense use. Launched in 2003, the Murano was one of the pioneers in bringing a modern design to mid-size SUVs. But beyond the distinctive appearance, it offered V6 engines that stood out for durability and smoothness. The famous 3.5-liter VQ series is recognized worldwide as one of the best engines ever produced by Nissan. Resilient, versatile, and capable of surpassing 200,000 miles without major difficulties. Many units easily exceed 300,000 kilometers with proper maintenance, putting the Murano side by side with rivals that claim to be unbeatable. The most interesting thing is that the Murano has always been seen as an SUV more focused on comfort and urban style, unlike giant three-row models or off-road adventurers. But even with this profile, it managed to prove that reliability does not depend only on size or visual toughness. It's the quality of the engine and design that makes the difference. And this is the big revelation. While everyone expects obvious names when it comes to durability, Toyota, Honda, Ford, the Murano emerges as an underdog. A car that few put on the list, but that delivers as much as the great champions of durability. Ending with the Murano is important because it shows a pattern. Reliability is not a monopoly. Toyota deserves respect, of course, but the game is much more balanced than it seems. And now that you know the 7 names, it's easy to see that there are SUVs as durable or even more durable than any Toyota. Now you know. The media can repeat 1,000 times that Toyota is synonymous with durability. But the truth is that there are SUVs that challenge this myth. From the luxurious Lexus GX to the unexpected Nissan Murano, each proves that durability is not exclusive to one brand. And you have this information before most people. The next time someone says only Toyota lasts, remember this list. Because a car is not just transportation, it's trust, it's history, it's having a companion by your side that doesn't fail.